So after about 26 years of being an executive leader and being in executive leadership roles, eh, took made a big decision to kind of step out of that so I could spend more time at home with the kids and the family, and not have us moving around the country as much. The last 12 years have been kind of crazy. I mean, we lived in started in Orlando, went to Tampa, went to Tallahassee, then Indiana, then from Indiana to California, California to Colorado, Colorado to Florida, Florida to Wisconsin, Wisconsin back to Florida. And
Wow.
It's time that I get the kids settled in. So we are in the middle of moving now. We're actually downsizing quite a bit, to say the least. So gonna kind of be in an odd position for the next probably next year or so, I would say, just to kind of reestablish roots here in Florida and make sure the girls are in a good place. But with that, there's some sacrifices that need to be made, and so I just want to kind of give everyone an inside look at real life, right? I mean, a lot of people see all these YouTubers and social media, and it's all portrayed as this glamorous world, and where people are just making millions and millions, but it's a climb, right? And you got to start somewhere, and it's not a reality, right? And so I want to give everyone what the reality is and what it really looks like, right? So again, coming from a corporate career, coming from being an executive and being a CEO, we were able to live kind of like the life that you guys see on YouTube with a lot of these YouTubers. But they're able to climb to that point, right? They are also able to make, but it starts somewhere, right? So a lot of these YouTubers start in their parents' basement or in their own little basement, or and things like that, until they get to the point where they have studios and all that. And will this channel get to that point? I don't know. But for right now, this is our reality, right? Our reality is after giving up big salaries and all that for focus more on family life and being at home, the reality is we need to kind of create a new path for ourselves now. And so here's an inside look, guys. If you notice, behind me are boxes, and they're going into storage, and we're gonna have a lot of our stuff in storage, and we're gonna be in a much smaller place for a bit. But at the end of the day, the kids are gonna be stable in a school. Ariana, for example, Venti, as you guys know her, she has been in school in California. She's been to a school in Colorado. She's been to three different schools here in Florida, plus a school in Wisconsin. No, this is her fourth school in Florida, actually. So we want to allow her to establish a core group and friends, and it's a great school that she's in now. And we got Callie in the same school with her, so they're gonna get to be in the same school for about, I think, 7 years, right? 7 years, something like that. I think 6 or 7 years. 6 years. They're gonna get to be in the same school together for the next 6 years. So that's something I don't want to give up. And so with that, there's a sacrifice that we have to make. So I needed to kind of step away. Plus, my parents are older and want to make sure we're able to be with them, and the kids enjoy their grandparents, and they get to enjoy their grandkids because they're the last ones. So it's always good, guys. And so yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. It's moving time. We've been moving this whole weekend. Actually, this whole week I've been taking boxes to storage because, again, we got a lot. So eventually what I would like to do is donate a lot of stuff, and so we're gonna kind of take a look at that before we move again, because this is a temporary move. We're going somewhere for probably about a year or so before we get to where we're going, which we're gonna stay here. And that's one thing that we made a decision, since the girls are in school together, we want to keep them in a good school together. So, but keep showing you guys a inside look at the moving. Welcome to the real life. Oh, I'm so exhausted, but we're coming to the end, getting everything in storage. It's filling up. Got about 2 more trips over here, and storage will be filled, and then we move our stuff that we're gonna take with us, and that's about it, guys. It's been a long day so far. We went ahead and moved a ton to storage and started bringing things to our new place, and laying down here on the couch for the last night in this house. Bro, it's so crazy. I can't get over the fact that this is the house that we've lived in the longest, and we've literally only lived here for 3 years. And that's part of why we're moving, because it's time to like settle in somewhere. Kind of like I said a little bit ago, it's from Florida to Indiana to California to Colorado to Florida to Wisconsin, and now back to Florida. So it's time to like settle down now. So, but tired. Just finished a live. Did a late night live in Adopt Me. I'm actually watching it right now. So pretty funny thing here. I'll show you. That's me watching myself. That's right. I always like to see the way the lives come out, because like I watch it when I'm playing it, but it's like the me playing side of it, but I don't get to really watch them. So it's always fun to watch the videos after they're done being edited, or I'm done recording it, and go back and watch it and see how it's really like. But anyways, gonna relax now and finish moving tomorrow, and then we'll be in our new place. So we're on a final day of our move. Last official day in the house. We're not spending the night there anymore. And so just bringing the final runs to storage. And today I brought help. Say hi, help. So we got the car loaded, and gonna unload and just keep going, and then maybe if we're done before nightfall, I might just jump in the pool one last time to say goodbye. Well, and just like that, this was the last batch of items that had to come to storage, and we're already settled in our cozy little place. It's an interesting thought I was just having. Being a person of business and always into business, I love to read business books and kind of leadership mindsets. And one of my favorite reads is John C. Maxwell. And in one of his books, he talks about having to give up to go up. So what are the things you're willing to give up in order to go up? And for almost my whole life, like I've really focused on that mentality, and it's giving up on little things like giving up on extra hour of Netflix, or giving up an extra hour of watching a movie, or playing a game, and kind of studying and learning, and kind of trying to grow and grow my career. And I would say I was able to accomplish that over 26 years. I moved from essentially general manager in retail all the way up to a chief executive officer, and consultant, business development, things like that in multiple businesses, board on multiple businesses. So when you look at the long-term thought of giving up to go up, it is an interesting concept, and it does work. It does work, but at the end, there's also another thought that I don't think John C. Maxwell talks about, or not many people talk about, is what are you willing to give up to get back? And what I mean by that is the things you give up, you're also giving up time with family, giving up time at home, because you have to be flexible. And something that me and my family gave up for quite a while is where we live. We've traveled so many places, and although it sounds fun and glamorous, it's imagine having a child, and that child every year is in a different school with different sets of friends, and some years is in multiple schools. And that's been our life. That's been our life. And my parents are now older, and the roles reverse, right? So once upon a time, my parents were there to take care of us. Now we want to be there to take care of them, but more importantly, I want my kids to be able to spend time with them, because I was blessed and I got to be with my grandparents all the way until they passed. So those are some of the things I think about when I look at the decisions that we've made in life. And it's interesting because here we all were in Wisconsin just a few months ago. We made the decision as a family to take on a role as a CEO to move out to Wisconsin, and we got there and started settling in, and the kids had a good group of friends, and things could have been okay, but my parents' health wasn't great. Callie's health wasn't great, and lots of things just happened, and so we had to make a choice, and that choice was we had to give up to get back. Essentially, I had to give up that role as a CEO to come back, so we could be with my parents and the kids could be close to them, and we could get Callie what she needed so she could get healthy, which God bless she is now. But it's interesting, right? Because you look at the career aspect of it, and you lose sight of other components. But from a financial standpoint, now we sit here and we say, okay, well, now we got to cut back. Now we have to give up once again, and we have to give things up. And one is we're giving up the house that we lived in, giving up a pool in our backyard. Granted, we could be in worse situations, so we're blessed once again to at least have a roof over our head, and that we're there with my parents, and the kids are close there, and they're in a great school, and I get to be home with them now, and I get to be home with my family, and I think that's something important. But now it's just finding something where we could continue to sustain ourselves. But at any rate, I just wanted to share that. Like, it's interesting how so many people live their lives with the thought concept of what are we going to give up in life to get to where we want to be. But then once we're there, sometimes it changes and we have to give up to get back time. And that's where we're at right now. And it's interesting. I know at some point I personally would love to see myself back in that CEO role, or in a role where I'm creating impact and doing things like that. And I enjoy what I'm doing right now at YouTube, and creating content and keeping things family friendly. And I've said this before, especially the world we're in now, it's the world needs it, I think, and people need it. People need to laugh, and I don't mind being made fun of. Just for other people to smile and laugh. And it's great because I love seeing Callie's facial expressions, and then after the videos post, seeing Ariana kind of look at the videos and her reactions to them, and even my parents. So every once in a while you hear my dad laugh in the background at some of the jokes and some of the things. But it's there's so much that it's like negativity gets more attention than positivity, and I think that's so hyper skewed, and I think we need to change that as society, and we need to focus on how do we make positivity the focal point and eliminate and erase these negative connotations that's cool or that's fun. And I just think that we need to transcend into this path of just being good people. Like that's it. Like, and that's kind of what I teach the girls all the time. It doesn't matter who you are, what you do, as long as you're a good person, right? And like, as long as you surround yourselves with good people and understand the difference between good people and people that have bad intentions. And so at any rate, that's this vlog, guys. We spend time, and this is the reality of life, right? I went from building a career and building some financial tools, and we as a family have been blessed in many different ways. And you know, we've had our struggles throughout the years, and we've had some moments where we've shined, and I think everyone goes through a lot of that. But it is the real reality. The real reality is everyone's going through a struggle. Everyone has something, but it's how you handle it and kind of your mindset of what you do and what you want to accomplish. And the first half of my kids' lives, I think what we wanted to accomplish is that financial aspect, the career aspect, and kind of show them what hard work could drive and deliver. And now it's they're at an age where time is precious, right? And we want to give them that time and give them the time with my parents, and my parents deserve it as well. I mean, they sacrificed their life for us, for me, my sister, my brother, and I think it's a time that we now make sacrifices to be there for them and provide them what they need. And what they need is to see those bright sunny faces of their grandkids and to enjoy that part of their life. And for us, we just want to have that time together and go from there and see what life brings us. So with that, guys, we'll see you another time and maybe give you a tour of the neighborhood. And again, like I said, it could be bad, and it's not. Like we're in a good place. So at any rate, we'll see you guys next time. Bye, y'all.